Did you know that dragon blood works wonders for diabetes, cancer, skin conditions, and gastrointestinal problems? A few of you might be thinking, hold on. How come? True blood of dragons? You can be sure that we are not requesting that you collect the blood of any legendary beast. Dark crimson plant resin known as dragon blood gets its name from its color. Taken from the Croton lechleri tree, it is also known in Spanish as Sangre de Grado. Where is dragon blood available? What health advantages does it offer? And precisely how can we put it to use? In this video, we'll address every one of these queries and more. First, let's talk about where to find it. Where to look for it. There are many unusual and fascinating flora on Earth that can be found in the Amazon rainforest. And among the many marvels hidden behind this forest's thick cover is Sangre de Grado. Originating from plant species related to Croton, Sangre de Grado is a widely used medicinal medicine in the Amazon. The Ecuadorian and Peruvian higher jungles produce the best quality. And you know what? Sangre de Grado is one of the fastest growing. In just 3 years, it can grow up to 45 feet on average. The fact that this resin may be extracted similarly to rubber is another fascinating feature about it. Small cuts in the tree bark release a colloidal mixture of sap, which is gathered in containers and kept for later use. But as technology develops, new methods are created, and as a result, experimental farming methods increasingly concentrate on growing and felling trees in a 2 to 3 year cycle. Recalling that it emerges drop by drop, every tree yields an enormous yield of about 1.5 liters of sap. Is the blood of a dragon? Hylagas Grado? Sangre de Grado, perhaps? Is this blood of a dragon now? Sainted by Grado? Sangre de Grado, perhaps? The name of the resin is often misunderstood. Do you mean Sangre de Grado or Sangre de Grado? Because it is commonly called dragon's blood, the name, which includes the word drago, seems more likely to be the accurate description. Yet it's not. The phrase Sangre de Grado is appropriate. Neglect and a lack of understanding about the medicinal species cause people to frequently mix up the two. Another issue with the nomenclature is that different tree saps may be referred to as dragon's blood in some writings and traditional medical schools, which are mostly rooted in ancient Europe, Asia, and Africa. What distinguishes the two from one another? The species of the tree ultimately determines the response. The particular species under discussion is derived from the Amazonian Croton lechleri trees. Unlike other resins that are derived from Dracaena cinnamomum plants. Alright, however, what is its purpose? Why is it employed? This resin's use in natural dyes, paintings, varnishes, incense, and spiritual beliefs and practices has not significantly altered over time. Sangre de Grado has been used as a traditional medicine for centuries, and as more people choose to utilize natural goods rather than synthetic ones, evidence-based research indicates that Sangre de Grado is becoming more and more well-liked as an efficient medicinal cure. Why is it so endearing? Strong evidence of its restorative, antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory qualities may be found in clinical investigations. Additionally, the product's few negative consequences present a compelling image to buyers. Sangre de Grado has been shown to be effective in treating a variety of illnesses, including diarrhea, wounds, tumors, stomach ulcers, herpes infection, itching, pain, and swelling from insect bites. These findings are consistent with research conducted both in vitro and in vivo. Why don't we examine some of the individual health advantages in more detail? First off, it does wonders for digestive problems. Intestinal problems. Whether it's diarrhea or stomach ulcers, this herbal remedy works wonders for gastrointestinal problems. This herb's medicinal properties also extend to intestinal infections and gastritis, or inflammation of the stomach lining. According to studies, Sangre de Grado can help regenerate cells and reduce inflammation and bacterial colonization in people with stomach ulcers when added to drinking water. On occasion, studies done on animals have also confirmed these findings. The main reason of the widespread occurrence of gastric ulcers in South America is a bacterial infection that attacks the stomach and can be extremely painful. Communities living in the Amazon are vulnerable to a variety of parasites and infections, increasing their chance of developing health issues. Their reliance on ethnomedicine can be explained by this for two reasons. First, they have easy access to these because to natural resources. Additionally, they are reasonably priced. Thus, plants such as Sangre de Grado are miracle workers that can start the healing process and work wonders as substitutes for manufactured goods. Furthermore, Amazon is not the only place it is used. It's also regarded as an ancient Chinese remedy for treating illnesses of the gastrointestinal tract. Scholars from China have asserted that the herb effectively treats stomach illnesses by targeting the microorganisms that initially cause the threat. However, the issue still stands. Why is it so successful? Why is it so successful? Sangre de Grado is the source of crofelemer, a crucial molecule that is well known for its anti-diarrhea properties. It is a reliable medication for treating diarrhea in people living with HIV. It works wonders for lessening discomfort, lowering frequency, and enhancing consistency of stools. In addition to its other advantages, crofelemer has been shown by researchers to help treat genital and anal herpes in AIDS patients. Irritable bowel syndrome, cholera, and traveler's diarrhea are among the other digestive disorders that Sangre de Grado treats. Cutaneous. How does your skin look? Does it have any utility? Anti-aging creams frequently contain Sangre de Grado. For those seeking a skin regimen that preserves the allure of youth as they age, Sangre de Grado may be the ideal choice. Your skin feels smooth and supple thanks to its antioxidant qualities. Research have indicated that the skin is hydrated, the dermis is thicker, and the skin is more elastic when dragon's blood extracts are used. Stretch marks from pregnancy or weight increase can also be treated with it. And you know what? It helps with blisters, wounds, and scratches as well. It functions as a long-term barrier to lesions and protects infections because of its antibacterial qualities. Also, it avoids scarring and hastens the rate at which wounds heal. A study including 60 participants ranging in age from 14 to 65 demonstrated the beneficial effects of dragon blood on the healing of wounds. Sangre de Grado's phenolic chemicals, lignans, and alkaloid taspine were responsible for this quick recovery. Dragon's blood promotes the wound's constriction, helps the crust develop, makes new collagen easier to grow, and ultimately regenerates the skin's outermost layer, leaving your skin scar-free and cured. What about bites and stings? Sure, additionally, dragon's blood works wonders on stings. Within minutes after application, it provides pain relief and minimizes itching. Cricket game anti-tumor agent qualities. What do you think? It also possesses anti-cancer qualities. Can you guess why cancer arises? Cancers are brought on by high levels of free radicals. These substances are extremely reactive and injure cells by destroying their proteins, DNA, and cell membranes. Chemicals known as antioxidants have the ability to scavenge these free radicals and stop damage of any kind. What relevance does dragon's blood have to any of this, though? Sangre de Grado has anti-cancer properties because its antioxidant activity combats this oxidative damage. There is evidence that dragon blood can treat cancer or tumor cells at the very beginning. The primary cause of this is a substance known as taspine, which prevents cancer cells from proliferating. Strong evidence of its great potency against melanoma, the most serious form of skin cancer that can potentially occur in the eyes and, less frequently, the nose or throat, has also been demonstrated by studies. Anti-diabetic characteristics. Additionally, it has anti-diabetic qualities. In Central America and metropolitan areas, Sangre de Grado has long been a well-respected traditional remedy for diabetes symptoms. People continue to use it today for its anti-diabetic properties. Chronic type 2 diabetes is a well-known condition with a range of symptoms, particularly related to the heart. It's becoming a bigger health issue in both developed and underdeveloped countries. Around 360 million people worldwide suffered from diabetes in 2011. In 2000, the disease affected approximately 3% of the population, but the percentage has been rising ever since. 4.5% of people worldwide are predicted to have diabetes by 2030. Such impressive figures. This means that you need to look for appropriate substitutes that will enable you to avoid adding to those figures even more. And among them is dragon's blood. You may believe that there are currently sufficient drugs available to help control diabetes. Why are we trying to find more? It's an easy response. More is usually better, and having a wide range of options is always a positive thing. Sangre de Grado is an inexpensive herbal remedy with little adverse effects. For individuals who are having financial difficulties, it is an excellent option. There aren't many sources that show a clear connection between Sangre de Grado and diabetes management, despite some conventional wisdom regarding the herb as a useful treatment. Its antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and antioxidant qualities, however, are important to consider if you want to prevent diseases like cancer, cardiovascular stress, and hypertension. Are there any potential hazards? Because there isn't enough trustworthy information, exist any hazards concerned? In studies on the use of dragon blood in expectant or nursing mothers, it's advisable to stay away from it unless a doctor has given the go-ahead. Additionally, people who have leukemia, a form of blood cancer, should avoid using it as it may make their condition worse. The majority of your health issues can be resolved with dragon blood, and its uses go beyond the conditions we've discussed. These include common colds, upper respiratory tract infections, bleeding gums, diarrhea brought on by cancer medication, hemorrhoids, menstrual cramps, and fractures. You can tell us by leaving a comment below.